Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Bluetti AC200P battery pack. Now I've had this battery pack for about a year and this thingy is a beast. It can charge everything that you see here. I got my espresso maker, I got my rice cooker, and last but not least, it's able to keep my laptop charged along with camera gear and drones and everything else that I would need to be on the go. But the real question is, can this battery pack keep the AC in the Basecamp running? And if so, how long can it keep it running? We're going to be doing that experiment today. The conditions for my test is going to be hooking this battery pack up to 260 watts solar panel. If you want to see how to hook it up, click on the following link to watch my other videos. As for the Basecamp, I will turn everything off in the Basecamp, and I will turn the AC on low and leave it on low until the battery pack runs out of juice. Alright, let's get to it. I'm going to be hooking up this battery pack to the solar panels, and then I'll hook up this battery pack to my Basecamp using an adapter that's from 30 amps to 110 volts. Alright, I just plug in the solar panels into this battery pack. I'm going to move this battery pack under the solar panel so that's way it's nice and cool and under the shade. And then I'm going to plug in the Basecamp into this battery pack. Alright, so this is my setup. I put the battery pack underneath the solar panels here. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be hooking up the connection to the Basecamp using this adapter right here onto the AC outlet over there on the battery pack. It's running about 250 to 260 watts right now, so that's a really good sign. I'm gonna hook it up right now. So here we are inside the Basecamp. The next step is to turn on the AC, but first I want to show you guys what the temperature is. So here's my thermostat right here. It shows 105 degrees outside. I don't think that's very accurate because I put the sensor right underneath the sun, so that's probably not 100% accurate, but it's basically it's really hot outside. And the inside temperature is 86 degrees right now. So I'm going to turn on the AC. Here we go. The AC is on, so I'm going to start my timer right now to see how long it's going to be able to start. Okay, so before I let it run for as long as it can, I want to check in the battery pack right now. It is reading at about 1,100 volts. So the AC is using 1,100 volts, and solar input, which is my solar panels, is about 250 to 260 volts. So it's looking good. We're going to see how long the AC is able to run based on these stats. Hey guys, it's been about 30 minutes and I am getting a temperature reading of 74 degrees on the inside and 113 degrees on the outside. Now, once again, temperature reading for the outside is probably not that accurate, but it just goes to show that it is getting hotter on the outside and it is getting cooler on the inside, and I still have my AC running. We'll check back every hour from now on to see how the AC is doing and how our battery's doing. Alright, it's been 2 hours since I started running the AC, and I want to give you guys an update. So far, the sky is looking a little bit cloudy, even though we have sun, but it is not perfectly a clear sky. So that affects my solar input production. It is reading anywhere from 210 to 260, depending on whether the sun's hitting the cloud or not. But you know what? You're not going to get perfect conditions when you're out there camping, so this is a really good testament of how it performs. I moved the battery pack next to the Basecamp for better shading, and so far the inside temperature is hovering around 74 degrees. I think the Basecamp AC is trying to keep it around 74 degrees. It turns on the AC and runs it a little bit harder if the temperature goes higher to cool it down. Even though it's 74 degrees, it feels really, really cool inside the Basecamp. Other than that, my battery pack is at 61%. So we are looking pretty good for 2 hours into this, and we'll continue to see how much longer we can charge or we can keep the Basecamp AC running. In the meanwhile, I'm made myself some Vietnamese coffee right here. So I'm going to drink this and hang out here in this beautiful day. Alright, so it's been 3 hours and a half and my battery's at 17%. I think it's probably gonna get another 30 minutes to an hour left on this battery pack before it runs out, but right now when I touch it while I was under the shade, it does not feel hot at all. It feels really, really cool. So that means that even though the AC is running on this battery pack, the battery is able to maintain its temperature pretty well, and that's pretty impressive. The temperature inside the Basecamp is consistently at 74 degrees. The AC's been doing a really good job of keeping it consistently at that level, and it feels really cool in there, but at the same time you don't feel like as if you need to wear like a sweater when you go in there because it's so cold. So far I'm pretty impressed with the results, and we'll check back in one more time before the battery packs run out of battery. Alright, it's been about 4 hours and 11 minutes based on my stop clock here, and let's talk about some takeaways from this experiment of ours. First of all, we learned that the AC maintained a constant temperature of about 74 to 75 degrees inside the Basecamp. Now, this means that it might turn on and use more power when the temperature rises, and it reduces its power usage when the temperature is cooler. That means that when it's running high, it's consuming about 1,100 watts. When it's running low, it's consuming about 100 watts. This really helps take the load off of the battery when it switches between high and low mode to keep it going for over 4 hours. With that being said, the solar panel gives an input of about 250 and to 260 watts during its peak, and right now, since there's some overcast, it's only giving about 200 to 210 watts. With all of that combined, we're able to get over 4 hours of AC usage. That's pretty good to me, because I probably wouldn't go anywhere too hot where I have to run the AC for the whole day, and I don't want to spend all of my day inside the Basecamp. I want to go outdoors and do things. What's great about this is that I started this experiment mid-morning, and it is right now mid-afternoon. I'm still gonna be able to charge my battery pack up just a little more for today, so that makes it so that way my battery pack will be probably 50% by the time I go to bed. Overall, I think the Bluetti is a great battery pack. It's able to run the AC for over 4 hours, and that is extremely impressive. I would highly recommend you guys get a Bluetti and get some solar panels to run the AC on those hot summer days. Please show your support for the channel by clicking on the affiliate links if you're interested in getting these products. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video for more content in the future, and leave a comment if you guys are using a different system to run your AC. See you guys next time.